This guy got so lit, he forgot he had kids. Damn. I came from uptown, way uptown. I came from uptown, way uptown. I came from uptown, way. Ayy. So, I seen the flick Bliss. It was written and directed by Mike Cahill, so shouts out to him. This was a dope film, literally. The film stars Owen Wilson as Greg Whittle, an office worker that's life has been on a roller coaster downhill ever since his divorce. Then, just to make things worse, he got fired from his job. He meets a weird woman named Isabel that's played by Salma Hayek, or is it Hayek? Either way, she plays a homeless woman living on the streets that manages to convince Greg that the polluted world around them is a computer simulation, sort of like the Matrix. Isabel tells Greg that everyone is an FGP, a fake generated person, and everything around them is fake, including the raggedy ass clothes they're rocking. He shows her his drawings of a dream house, and she says his drawings are a memory from their real life outside the simulation where they are together. Next, she shows him the ropes of manipulating their reality by introducing to him two crystals. One crystal is yellow, the other is blue. The yellow crystal gives them the power of telekinesis, which is the power to move objects and people with their minds. The blue crystal allows them to escape the simulation into a reality of bliss. After they take the blue crystals, they wake up in a beautiful future world that includes the dream home Greg drew. He's also well known in the new world, but he can't remember anything. Isabel says it'll wear off, but Greg decides he don't even care if his memory comes back because he likes the new world. In the other world, we see his daughter Emily looking for him. She appears to him and says she's been to his tent. This confuses him on what's real and what's not, because she says that both worlds might be real to him, but he has to choose what's best to him. As their perfect world starts to glitch and get chaotic, Isabel says that they must be bringing some of the bad world from the simulation into the good world, and that the only way for them to fix it is by taking 10 blue crystals each. But the blue crystals can only be found in the bad world. When the two wake up in the bad world, they look strung out, and her spot looks exactly like a druggie hangout. After they rob a car, then kill and rob a drug dealer for crystals, it's clear as day that Isabel is actually, in fact, a homeless druggie that's pulling Greg into her world of drug addiction. The police surround them, and Isabel says that there is only enough crystals for one person to return to the real world. It's at this point that Greg realizes that they've just been getting high the whole time, and he says that he loves the unpredictable simulation world and that he won't leave it. He then runs away to a rehab facility. In reality, the perfect future world was never real. It was just a fantasy they hallucinated off of being high from crystal meth, aka blue crystal. The powers of telekinesis from the yellow crystals was also a fantasy from being high off of powdered meth. Isabel was only able to convince Greg that the crystals gave them power because his world around him was falling apart and he was looking for an escape. His drawings of a dream home highlight the fact that he was looking to escape to a reality where he had a perfect home and a perfect woman. And that's exactly what the drugs provided him. This movie highlights an issue we have within our society where a lot of people like Greg turn to drugs to escape depression. The drugs take them to a reality where all of their desires exist, but it's not even real. Greg became dependent on the drugs to keep him happy, so when they ran low, it ruined their bliss. They had to stay high to stay in their world of bliss where they were able to escape their problems, but only for a short period of time. When their world of bliss was glitching and full of chaos, this was to show that the drugs were starting to wear off, and that's why Isabel wanted to wake up so they could pull a mission to get more. This was drug addiction and drug abuse on full display. Owen Wilson played his role well. He had to constantly act surprised and confused about everything that was going down, but it was still a believable performance. He's a veteran in the game now. Salma Hayek was the real star of the film. She gave such a dope performance that she had me convinced up until a point that her character was right about their world being a simulation. This film was different. The story was cool, fun to watch, and really makes you think. So I'm gonna give it 3 mics. Let me know what y'all thought about Bliss in the comments below. It's free for y'all to support the channel by hitting that like button and subscribing too. So make sure y'all do that. And I'm gonna get up with y'all in the next video, alright? Holla at me. I came from uptown, way uptown. I came from uptown, way uptown. I came from uptown, way